Took a little drive today, go check out my waterfowl hunting farms. Considering the nuisance goose season opens tomorrow, I thought I'd go see how the farms were looking. I went out to the first main farm first where the landowner lives, and I'm driving up to it right now. You can see it coming in the distance and to the left. I'm going to pull in up here. Right here into his driveway. And we'll go up here and turn into the farm and the road that goes back to the rock quarry that's on the back end of the farm. The farm sits right alongside of a big creek and has a rock quarry on the back side of it, so it's a great place for ducks and geese. The ducks love going to the creek and the quarry, especially once it's frozen over later in the late season for waterfowl. Here I am driving back the road that goes to the quarry. The bean field on the right is the farm, and there's another bean field back here in the back that backs up to the quarry, which is a great place. Once the beans get harvested, there's multiple places you can set up to get ducks and geese coming in and out of the quarry. I'll show you the back bean field here in a minute. It's going to be coming up on the left. Here it comes right now. There's deer all back through here too, but I don't deer hunt here. The landowner and his sons deer hunt. There's the back field. Looking at it, it drops back in even deeper over towards the quarry. I'll continue on here a little bit on the road. Over here to the right, you can actually see the mounds of gravel that are back there. They're actually all the quarry. And I'm going to pull in here on the back side of the farm where there's green fields, and there's actually a whole new quarry that they've been digging straight over there, center of the video right now. And then that's the main farm. It's all grass up there. He's got a pond up by his house, and then the bean field off to the side. Pull back out and drive out the road here and give a better shot of the front side field as we're going out. Coyote hunted here with Nito Mortera. At the end of the video, I'm going to insert a little video of while we were coyote hunting and all the geese that came in. It was after the waterfowl season was over earlier this year, but we were covered up in geese. So the front field's off to the left here. It's a nice sized bean field, and some years it's corn, but can set up actually out in the field with blinds, and ducks and geese will come out of the quarry and come flying into there. Then I'm going to take a little drive down the street now and go to one of the outlying farms that's all in corn. I'm going to take a drive back this hard road that runs back through the center of the farm and alongside of a creek. The corn's obviously nice and big and tall. You can see that. Looks like they're going to have a real good harvest this year on how well the corn did with all the rain we had during the growing part of the season. But this is a great farm for waterfowl hunting because it's outside of the city of Columbus, and all kinds of birds will fly out from the city to come out and feed. And I'm kind of driving like due east right now, so Columbus and Dublin, Ohio would be straight ahead. Oh, maybe Dublin's maybe 2 miles away, and you got the Scioto River, you got O'Shaughnessy Reservoir over there, and multiple other lakes that are city, lakes where geese like to hang out. This road goes back, and it's a 100-year-old road that they never disc or plow this. They just keep it hard alongside of this creek that starts right about here. And the creek runs all the way back and even onto the next farm over. But ducks will actually come flying in and fly into this creek. I've set up decoys down into this ditch that's to the right that actually, depending on how much rain we've had, can have quite a bit of water in it. But even without rain, there's natural spring water that runs down through it, and there's a couple places where there's ponds in it. When I turn around and come back the other way, I'll show you, the other side of the drainage ditch is a bean field right now. And when we set up along this drainage ditch, we actually look for breaks in the trees where the geese will naturally come flying in through the breaks if they're coming from the south, southeast, depending on which way the wind's coming. If the wind's coming out of the west or the northwest, it'll vary on how we set up the decoys. But it's great to be able to have some of the breaks that are in this tree line along this creek to be able to make setups where they'll come flying into us. I'm getting to the end of the property here. There goes a nice big red-tailed hawk flying away out in front of me. I'll turn around here and I'll show you a look at the creek and the beans as I drive back down the other way. I'm turning the camera at a different angle here. There's a little bit of corn there at first on the other side of the ditch. Then the beans start right away. Now we're into beans that are on the other side there, and you'll see some of the breaks that are in this tree line, where if you set up where it's easy for them to come in and land. Right here is kind of a nice break right here where geese coming from the south will come in and come through this break and land in the field. And you can kind of see the width of the ditch. It's a pretty good sized little creek down in there. Good place to hunt. Had a lot of fun days there. The lens on the camera, I can see he's picking up some dirt. It's actually hanging out the side of the Yukon, clamped to the window and hanging outside. It was so windy, I cut out the sound on the video because it was real noisy with the wind. Nice big bean field over there, and then the very first part of it's also corn there too. And a lot of times we'll set up in this left side cornfield to hunt right up here around this corner, which is out in the wide open. But there's a fence row that runs alongside of the corn right there. And you can set up a blind right in there or set up layout blinds right in there. It's a real great wide open place to have decoys set up around you.